Unless you're Amazon, your business is probably negatively affected by the ongoing COVID-19 crisis. Or maybe you've been laid off and think now is the right time to start your own business. But how do you come up with ideas for a new or existing business? Today I share with you 7 techniques how you can think outside the box and can come up with creative ideas. There are 2 types of problems. Those which are very close to problems we already solved in the past, and those which are completely new. All problems are easy to solve. You take an existing solution and maybe you modify it or you extend it slightly. You're thinking inside the box. But if you encounter novel problems, the old solutions no longer work. You need to radically modify it, or you need to forge a completely new solution. So if you encounter a new problem, how do you think outside the box? How do you come up with creative ideas? Fortunately, there are a couple of techniques that make this mode of thinking easier. They guide you along and they increase the chance of developing creative ideas. These idea generation techniques work on one of 3 principles. Either it is not your own ideas which you're generating, but you're taking ideas from other people who think along different paths than you. Or 2, you use techniques which enable you to drill deeper into your own thoughts and uncover thoughts which you don't have every day. Or 3rd, you diffuse the boundaries between different types of topics and try to fuse them into one novel solution. Technique number 1, the idea circle. In the idea circle, you need an even number of participants, ideally between 8 and 12. Each of the participants has their own problem. You form 2 circles, the inner circle and the outer circle. The people in the outer circle start by telling their problem to their counterpart in the inner circle within 30 seconds. Then the people in the inner circle have 1 minute to reply with whatever comes to their mind. Examples, possible solutions, questions. It is good to record what they're saying so you can listen to it again and again. After 1 minute, the outer circle moves forward by 1 person and you tell your problem to the next counterpart. Once the outer circle has gone full circle, the roles are reversed and now the people in the inner circle tell their problems to the counterparts in the outer circle. 2. Method 635. In method 635, everybody works on the same problem. At the beginning, a moderator states the problem for everybody. You have 6 participants and each of the 6 participants has 5 minutes to come up with 3 potential solutions. They write down the potential solutions on a sheet of paper and after 5 minutes they pass their paper to the person next to them. Then each person has another 5 minutes to look at these 3 new solutions and extend them, improve them, or if they're inspired to write a new solution, add them to the list. Once everybody has seen all the papers, the session ends. 3. The gallery method. In the gallery method, everybody also works on the same problem which is stated at the beginning by a moderator. In contrast to method 635, you're going deeper in your solutions. Everybody has got not 5 minutes but half an hour to come up with 2 to 3 solutions which they need to work out to an appreciable depth. After the half an hour, the solutions are taken and they're pinned onto a board like in a gallery, hence the name. Everybody is wandering between the boards and everybody is looking at the other people's solution. This will give your participants a large number of new ideas. So then you have another half an hour when everybody goes back to their own solutions and corrects them, improves them, extends them, or creates a completely new solution. You go through this several times until the solutions are worked out to a good depth. 4. ABC envelope. ABC envelope tries to dig deeper into your own associations. You start with an ABC list. Set the timer to 90 seconds, and within that 90 seconds you write down everything that comes to your mind related to your problem. Then you take the ABC list and you put it away, for instance into an envelope. After several days or weeks, you take all your ABC list and you copy the ideas onto one big sheet of paper. If you get new ideas, you also add them. You'll be surprised how many ideas you could come up with and how deep they are. Especially after a couple of days, you start coming up with ideas you never thought you even had. Method number 5, Franklin's penny. This method was pioneered by Benjamin Franklin. What he would do was the following. He'd think about a problem and then he'd relax. He'd sit down on a chair and he would pinch a penny between his knees. At his feet there was a metal pen, and being seated like this, he would close his eyes and he would start to relax. So gradually he would drift off to sleep. As he was drifting off to sleep, his body relaxed, including his legs. The penny would drop into the pen, the sound would wake him up, and now for the next few minutes he would write down whatever came to his mind. As we drift off to sleep, the boundaries between different areas of our knowledge become blurred. This is why our dreams are very often so illogical. And this is also why a lot of people have their best ideas just when they wake up. This method utilizes this phenomenon. But in order for it to produce the best results, it's not enough to do this only when you have a problem, but you should do this continuously. Get into the habit of doing that every day or at least every week. Method number 6, once removed. Another way of tricking your brain into diffusing the boundaries between different areas of knowledge is once removed. Here, you start with a problem and then you take a word that has absolutely nothing to do with your problem. Next, you create a carver. But usually, we create a carver with whatever ideas float into our mind regarding the word we write in the middle. Here instead, we write down our association to our original problem, while seeing the word that has nothing to do with the problem. So here you have two areas of knowledge which are now overlapped, and this can diffuse the boundaries in your brain and allow you more creative ideas to float to the surface. Method 7, Lalian Letters. Lalian Letters are named after their inventor, the medieval monk Raymond Lull. You take two lists. One list has words that are very closely related to your problem. The second list is about a different topic that has nothing to do with your problem whatsoever. Now you go and you connect the first word of your problem list with sequentially all the lists of the different topics. You do the same with the second word, and so on. And for each combination, you monitor closely what comes to your mind. This might be nothing at all. It might be a wealth of association you would not have thought about otherwise, or you manage to forge a new connection that was not there before. And these are one of the most creative ideas you can come up with. These were 7 techniques you can use right now to think outside the box. If you're still having trouble coming up with creative ideas, this might be a sign that you don't know your problem well enough. In that case, you can click right here for a video where I introduce 5 techniques for how to improve and extend your understanding about a subject. Otherwise, if you found this video useful, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't done so already, you might consider subscribing for more videos on how to come up with creative solutions for your problems and how to plan ahead in difficult times. And I see you in my next video.